7. Mechanics of telepathy. The POD seeks to teach telepathy. What techniques or practices does the PDF recommend, and how grounded are they in theory or experiment? The omnibus explains both the biological and metaphysical mechanisms that allow for telepathy to occur in a gradated fashion, such that it is assumed at the start a person knows very little about the process and how it works, etc., and such that after reading the omnibus, one will have a better, more complete understanding of this process and thus be able to more effectively wield it at their own will. The explanation given in the beginning of the omnibus, in an essay titled "We Are All Psychic," relates the pineal and pituitary glands as like a light bulb, and the left and right thalami as like holographic projectors, constantly broadcasting engrams into our frontal lobes, where our ideas, thoughts, and emotions play out on the stage or screen behind our eyes. These engrams of ideas, thoughts, and emotions are further affected on a subquantum scale, on a subquantum size scale, at faster than light speeds by so-called metaforms, or lens flare-like patterns formed electromagnetically around gravity wells. These 4D shapes inside the 5D realm of hyperspace pass through and have cumulative effects on the psychic networks of our cerebral nerves, such that we experience their flat or fluctuating face surfaces as our emotions, their linear edges as our trains of thought or streams of consciousness, and their apex-pinnacle vertex points we experience as inspiration or divine intervention, etc. It is the combination of this mental projective theater model inside of our skulls and the passage of these 4D metaform shapes around and through us from outside ourselves that combine to allow and enable telepathy, or the direct transference of one or more engrams, mental images, between the brain of one living being and another. If one piggybacks their own thoughts onto the ambient fluctuations of the electromagnetic background radiation, and then focuses on aiming these as beams or rays of will, one will have taken the first steps towards actually practicing telepathy as it is understood in the POD. Beyond this, the omnibus discusses much further by advising one meditating on ESP to concentrate their awareness inside themselves, on the one hand, into one's own junk genetic coding, and on the other hand, into their own soul as the electromagnetic field of the living organic body. The POD teaches, particularly in the section on Egyptian Masonry, the lesson that cleansing the aura requires one to study Kabbalah, and that it is by aligning the chakras and cleansing the aura that one may be prepared by meditation on it for their own death.